Look, I respect it, me and Lomachenko, hell of a fight, and we'll do it. We'll do it hopefully by the end of the year. But I respect that his country at the moment is in a tough time, and he can probably get out now, but he's got a bigger fight at the moment, so I respect that.
All right, right there, he confirmed what a lot of people was putting out, that Lomachenko was given or probably given permission to leave the country. But it doesn't sound like, from what George Kambosos Jr. saying right there, that the fight is going to take place. But let's continue to see what he has to say.
I want to stay safe, healthy. He's a hell of a fighter, and it is what it is. But we've got a guy in America, a guy who has been given something and thinks that he's got a nice entitlement from it. So if that guy in America is a man of his word and he said he'll take the same deal that Lomachenko will take, and I'll see you here early June.
All right, now, he said that guy in America who was given something and feels like he has an entitlement behind it, that guy has to be Devin Haney. Who else could it be? And he has to be talking about the WBC title. It's amazing how much disrespect they put on Devin Haney's name, because he received the belt off of Lomachenko vacating. But I hate to tell you guys this, Devin Haney ain't the only boxer to ever have a belt handed to him because of somebody vacating. I mean, the most famous one in the history of boxing, in my opinion, is Lennox Lewis being handed the WBC title after Riddick Bowe threw it in the trash can. Some of you guys might be a little too young to remember that, but that actually happened. So I find it ironic that people are basically saying this man isn't a champion because he's vacated, or because he received the belt from Lomachenko vacating. But I've never heard anybody else get that type of criticism from becoming a champion after somebody vacated. Just like I haven't heard anybody get criticized for beating somebody that was handed a championship because of somebody vacating. Because if that person wasn't the real champ, the person that beats them technically wouldn't be the real champ. But let's see what else Kambosos has to say.
What did you made of his last couple of fights? Man in America.
Who's that man in America? I'm not going to take away anything from him. They weren't fight of the years, to say the least. Yeah. But again, I'm not going to give him too much negative, because I want to make that fight happen.
All right, now, that's another thing that Devin Haney has been criticized on, because you notice he said it wasn't exactly fight of the year. A lot of people say Devin Haney fights are boring. Now, me personally, I did not. I had a hard time watching him versus darn it, I can't think of his name. The guy that Terrence Crawford beat at 135. Darn it, I can't think his name. And the guy that Tank knocked out, a lot of the young boys been getting in the ring with the guy. I cannot think his name to save my life. But his last two fights I thought were very entertaining. His fight with Jojo Diaz wasn't the best fight in the world, but I thought his fight with Linares was very entertaining. So I think people are being a little too hard on Haney when they say stuff like this. And you get the same thing with Shakur Stevenson. I mean, the guys are boxers. What do you want me to say? They box. But let's see what else Kambosos has to say.
I want to make him out like he's the best thing since sliced bread. Yeah. So when I beat him up and then take another little toy he's got, it just shows what I'm about. So, yeah, look, we'll see. There's a lot of moving pieces, and boxing is always moving. Boxing is always, you think you got one thing done, all of a sudden it changes. But I'm used to this adversity. I've been through so much adversity throughout my whole career, especially for the Lopez fight. So I got all the belts. I continue doing what I do best, and that's in the ring, training, getting better, faster, sharper, stronger, more ruthless than ever.
I ain't gonna front, man. I gotta give Kambosos his props. His talk game is vicious. His talk, Kambosos must have watched a little wrestling or something coming up. His talk game is ferocious. No pun intended. Well, pun intended for this one. His talk game is ferocious. If you hear him talk, you will swear he's been on top of the game forever. The man confidence is definitely on 100. He don't care who you bring to the table. He's going to do him. He's going to make it sound like he's been whooping tail and taking names for like the last 10 years. And I gotta respect him for that. His confidence is superb, in my opinion. But let's see what else he got to say.
I can't wait to defend what's mine at home.
How close was the Lomachenko fight?
It was done. It was done. It was a couple of days away from being fully done, but it was there. So look, it is what it is. It's no problem because venues, it's all set. Who wants it? If he's a man of his word, Mr. Devin Haney, then I will see you in Melbourne.
All right, now finally at the end he said Devin Haney's name. Because to me it was a little weird they kept saying that when he kept saying the guy in America. But clearly he was talking about Devin Haney. And also, as you heard him say, the the Lomachenko fight was pretty much done, but we already knew that. Bob Arum put that out there. So it was just a matter of getting Lomachenko in position where he was able to leave the Ukraine-Russia war because, you know, he's in the military, so it's not just up to him now. But I can't wait to see the fight. If he does get in there with Devin Haney, he's talked a lot of smack. And it's going to be interesting to see if he can back it up against Devin Haney. And but I ain't going to front. I thought him and Lomachenko would have been an intriguing fight. Now, personally, I didn't give him that much of a chance against Lomachenko. But I do think he will put up a valiant effort. But, man, Lomachenko bring a style to the table that very few people can match. You when he start turning you and stepping to his right, you got to be prepared for that. Because when he does, obviously that straight left coming, but so is that right hook. And most people, when you see him spinning them and turning them, they're totally unprepared for it because it's rare that you see people that can do it. Now, I've seen other boxers do it, but he does it so much, it just totally throws off his opponent. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens if Haney or Kambosos get in the ring with Lomachenko. But I don't know. It seems like Kambosos, the only person he showed respect to out of all the big names at 135 is Lomachenko. And rightfully so. He's the one that's accomplished the most in the division. So, but we'll find out sooner than later who he'll be fighting. But it looks like it'll be Devin Haney. And that's pretty much all I got this Head Busting Boxes on. Fight Doctor, hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. Hit me up in the comment section. Let me know, are you excited about a possible George Kambosos Jr. Devin Haney showdown for Undisputed come June 5th, I believe that's the date. Hit me up in the comment section and let me know. This Head Busting Boxes on Fight Doctor. I am out.